um, I thought I would get into talent acquisition within the HR function. So where I get to see how the technology is going on the market, at the same time interview people who are technical people, who are software engineers and architects, right?
Okay.
And so I mean I am anyways a people person, like to talk, and the technology came in. So I thought it would be a not a bad combination, and I thought I would go in here.
Okay. So looking back, Waseem, at this point, on your childhood, on your PU, and then your college, and you're moving into HR and choosing talent acquisition, what are some of those pivoting points for you that told you that, Waseem, this is what you have to do, this is how you need to go? What were those conversations you had with the self that helped you understand who you can become?
All right. The thing that I uh, first told myself is that, look, you are confident, but then you just have to prove it to the people, right? It is always a conversation that will make a difference. That is why interviews have been valued so much. So I know that I need to prepare for the interview, prepare to present myself, and also present uh, technology skills. Because in the interview, you can talk, but then when it comes to presentations, you will have to have your laptop or computer skills and go out there and present. So similar thing happened. Um, um, come, I was called in for an interview. Um, the place I'm working in. So they said, look, this is the first time we are hiring anybody who's visually impaired. We don't know a lot of things, but you'll have to tell us what job you would want, what is that you would want to work as, and basis that we will go back and work out something. I knew that I am good at operating computers, finding the information that I would need, writing emails, a little bit of reports on Excel and all that. So this is what I've got. You tell me what job you have. Then I asked them back. Okay, then they worked out something and then say, okay, we will try this guy for about 6 months and then see what is working for him and what is working for us. And then we'll take a collective decision or mutual decision that is working out for both of us. I think that was very, very right approach in getting somebody on board. Otherwise, what happens is you get somebody on board and there's a disappointment, and that will become a stigma or a taboo for the next person to come in. I think that was very, very mature way of handling. So then I was interviewed for about 4 or 5 rounds. All the people in the organization, from the senior manager to the VP, everybody met me, and I was given this opportunity. And after 1 year, and they gave me a star employee of the year award.
I'm not at all surprised because what I've noticed the way you're telling your story is the amazing positive attitude that you possess. Now, where did this attitude stem from, Waseem? Because as you're telling your story, what helped you through and through was this positivity that you carry within. How are you so positive?
Yeah, my music teacher again. She's been with me since my childhood. I have not discussed too much in detail with my parents because they don't really understand. But my music teacher, she saw that uh, every small thing she identifies, and she coached me. For example, I gave you an example of uh, Veena. She wanted
Yeah.
to give me as a gift. She taught me a lesson there. So she, despite me being Muslim, she is a Brahmin. Well, anybody would have had a little bit of hesitation, but then she was such a person that she didn't have a hesitation. She always encouraged me to be positive, and she pushed me to the to my beyond my capabilities. So she helped me discover myself. She helped me. go beyond my own caliber and then give it a shot. And what comes after that is not in your control. You give your best shot, and then whatever comes after that, you need to build on that. I think that is the lesson she gave. And ever since, I always worry about taking the first step.
Mm.
The second step naturally opens up.
Yeah. And today people are very skeptical. They have this fear of failure. So not many people take a risk and get out of their comfort zone. To people like that and young children who are now moving into college, who want to take a risk but are not sure, so they go the set path and the road taken already. Very few step into the road not taken. So to such people who are hesitant, what would you want to tell them? Because you've always gone beyond yourself, asked everywhere. Like you said, your curiosity is your biggest strength. And that has helped you see ways of learning your way rather than the way the world dictated. So, what would you like to tell such people who hesitate because of the fear of
Yeah, for those people, I would say if you hesitate the first step, right, you really have to sit. The thought that you can get up, thought that you can take a step, in itself is a great step. So I think have that thought always. You will naturally take step. Number one. Number two, worry not too much about what happens always after you take the first step. If it goes wrong, you will always have the ability to bounce back. Do your course correction. That's fine. But if you don't take a step and then don't initiate, I think then you will have a big regret.